Hello everyone, welcome to another video. So today's video is about LEGO City sets that need to be made. This is part 2. If anyone hasn't seen part 1, there will be a link down into the description below. So this is basically things that LEGO City have never made before, or if they have made them, they've been in a big, expensive set. So, without further ado, let's get on with the video. Now, LEGO City have done quite a few restaurants and food places over the years. Now, one thing I'd really like to see is a noodle restaurant. Now, I know Creator have done a noodle restaurant in the past, and the closest thing to a noodle restaurant for LEGO City is the Noodles food stand in the 2023 LEGO City downtown. But what I'd really like to see is a big proper noodle restaurant, like a takeaway for instance. And this is how I think it could work. So it would be called the Noodle Restaurant. It would have 300 pieces, it would have 5 minifigures, it would retail for $24.99 or $30 US. So what it would have, it'd be like a noodle restaurant building with 4 kiosk builds, like you know the type of things you get in like fast food restaurants nowadays, like McDonald's, KFC, Burger King, places like that. So definitely have some of them let me find my words, to fit in with the modern day things of restaurants. So it would have a table and chairs, as well as a counter, kitchen. It would have a noodle piece as well and a wok. So the minifigures in the set would include 2 noodle restaurant employees, 2 customers, and a delivery courier. I don't know if I pronounced that right. With a bike as well, because you see there's delivery people from fast food chains, like takeaways, like on the bike and stuff. So yeah, I think that'd be good. It'd certainly fit in with the set. Now, we've not had that many LEGO City factories. I mean, we've had the sardine factory, and we was meant to have the dynamite factory, but that was cancelled, well, for obvious reasons. But one LEGO City set I'd really like to see is a chocolate factory. And many places have chocolate factories available for tours. I've certainly been on a few chocolate factory tours in my time. So it would work like this. So it would be named Chocolate Factory. It would have 1,150 pieces. It would have 10 minifigures and would be $94.99 or $110 US. So what it include is a chocolate factory with 3 floors. Each floor will have half a section to itself. So one half of the first floor will be the entrance to the factory, while the other half of the factory will be the exit and the store as well. So one half of the second floor will have the history of how chocolate is made, or that company, for instance. So we could see a LEGO City chocolate brand. Like, I'd like to see that. So yeah, while the other half of the second floor, it'll also have like a old-fashioned shop mock-up, while the other half of the floor will have a chocolate making demonstration, while one half of the third floor will have a chocolate fountain, while the other one will have a production line of chocolate being transferred onto a conveyor belt. Also, for each section, I think both sides of the chocolate factory will have a lift as well, an elevator to get the minifigures up. So the minifigures included in the set are a tour guide, 5 visitors, a receptionist, and 4 chocolatiers. Now, one thing LEGO City have done over the years is trains. I mean, we've had passenger trains, freight trains, even the LEGO City Arctic train as well. One thing we haven't had, however, is a LEGO City shunter. And I'd really like to see one, so this is how it would work. So it would be called Shunter. It would have 250 pieces. It would have 2 minifigures and would retail for $24.99 or $30 US. So it would include a 6-wheeler shunting locomotive, which would also have the option to be powered up. It would also include an accessible engine and will be able to couple up to the the other Lego City train sets as well. So it would include, minifigures wise, it would include 1 locomotive driver and 1 railway worker. Now, over the years, Lego City have done quite a bit of different shops. I mean, we've had the shopping street from 2021, as well as the grocery store from 2022. What I'd really like to see is a Lego City pet store. So, I know we had one for the iconic pets shop from Creator, as well as one from Lego Friends and another one from Creator as well. Now, how I think this would work, it would be called Pet Store. It would have 350 pieces. It would have 4 minifigures and it would be £34.99 or $40 US. It would include a pet store building with a counter and some sections for different animals. So the minifigures in the set would include 1 shopkeeper and 3 customers, as well as a cat, dog, rabbit and snake. Now, we have had a few Lego City farm sets in the past. I mean, Lego City farm sets aren't that common, but what I'd really like to see is a crop sprayer, and this is how it'll work. So I think it would have, it would be called Crop Sprayer. It would have 650 pieces, it would have 2 minifigures, it would be £54.99 or $65 US. So the set would include a crop sprayer with arms that can fold in and out. The arms will also have water cannons to shoot out water onto the crops. The crop sprayer will also have a working and accessible engine, and as well as the crop sprayer, it'll also have a bit of a side build, which will be a farmer's field. So there'll be parts of a farmer's field, which will include the corn parts, as well as scarecrows, and the minifigures included in the set will be a crop sprayer, crop sprayer driver and a farmer. The whole entire history of Lego City, we've only actually had 3 fairground themed or theme park sets. I would really like to see a Lego City Ferris wheel, and Creator have done some in the past. And here is how I think it would work. So it would be called Ferris wheel. It would have 1,050 pieces. And it would have 7 minifigures. It would cost £89.99 or $100 US. So it would have a Ferris wheel with 12 pods, as well as a loading bay and a ticket booth. And the minifigures in the set would include a ride operator, ticket officer, and 5 riders. And this will be first of the 4 fairground themed sets in this video. Now, this is the second of 4 theme park theme sets for this video, and this is a drop tower. Now, there's only ever been 1 Lego drop tower, and that was in the 3-in-1 Lego Creator Space Ride set. So what I'd really like to see is a Lego City drop tower. So that it would be called Drop Tower. It would have 250 pieces. It would have 3 minifigures and would retail for $19.99 or $25 US. I forgot to say the word pounds. So £19.99 and $25 US. My bad. Sorry for repeating myself. But anyways, it includes a drop tower with seats, so it has the capacity to fit 8 riders, so it'll have 2 seats each side, which will have 4 sides, so 4 times 2 is 8, a bit of maths there. So it'll also include a ticket booth. The drop tower will also have a function so it can shoot riders up into the air, Minifigures included in the set are a ride operator and 2 riders. Now, we have had a few carousels from LEGO, mainly from like the creator line and stuff. We've not had a carousel for quite a few years now. Now, here is how I think the carousel could work. So, it would be called Carousel or City Carousel. It would have 800 pieces, it would have 8 minifigures, it would retail for £74.99 or $80 US. So the set would include a carousel with a wheel on the top, so it will make the carousel move as well as the seats go up and down. The seats would have different builds such as a fire engine, police car, front loader, space rocket, donut, hot dog, pizza slice, burger, train and aeroplane. Could have like other builds as well as the seats, like an ambulance for instance, or maybe some animal builds. It will also include a ticket booth. The minifigures in the set will be a ride operator, a ticket officer, as well as 6 riders. LEGO have done quite a few fun houses in the past, well, for the Batman theme anyway. Here is how I think the LEGO City Funhouse would work. So it would be called Funhouse. It would have 1,060 pieces, it would have 8 minifigures and would retail for £99.99 or $110 US. So the set would include a 3-deck fun house with moving stairs, a slide, dark corridors, tipping platforms, punch bags, spinning barrels and moving floors, and it would also include a ticket booth. The minifigures in the set are a ride operator, a ticket officer, a clown and 5 riders. I'm actually generally surprised we've never had like either a city funhouse yet or a creator funhouse, but I really would love to see one, and I think it would look really good. And like the moving platforms and stuff, as well as the tipping platforms and spinning barrels and moving stairs, will all have like the Technic parts behind the funhouse as well, and it would make a really, really good set. We have seen a few LEGO City tractors in the past. We've seen different types of tractors, but one tractor we haven't seen from LEGO City is a tracked tractor. And I would really like to see one, considering LEGO City with these heavy machinery is now going inside the engines and stuff, and it's really, really good. So this is how it would work. So it would be called Tracked Tractor or Crawler Tractor. It would have 700 pieces, it would have 2 minifigures, and it would be £64.99 or $70. And it would include a tracked tractor with a working, accessible inside engine, so similar to the bulldozer. The tractor would also include a plough, and the minifigures in the set would be the tractor driver and a farmer. Thank you very much for watching my video. Make sure you like, subscribe and comment. And if there's been any LEGO City sets that haven't been in LEGO yet, or sets that LEGO City haven't done but need to be in sets, please let me know so I can make a video for them in the future video. Thank you and goodbye.